Hello everyone, it's Heidi coming to you from Stony, Florida. This is episode 16 on my YouTube channel. If you are a new viewer, thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I hope you like this episode, and if you do, I would love it if you click the like and the subscribe button, and you'll see what I'm up to next. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back, chatting with me, listening to my joy, my sorrow, and everything in between. You are the reason why I keep going. So today is July 18th on a Monday, and the last time I podcasted was about 3 weeks ago because I'm limited in what I can do. If you are new to watching me, I had a terrible accident about 6-7 weeks ago where a mirror came down on my fingers and I had 2 broken fingers. The tips had to be sewn together, and I'm blessed that I was able to, they were able to save my fingers. So it's been very limited. Thank goodness I'm a lefty because it happened on my right hand, and I'm doing more and more. I'm finding a way to make lemonade out of lemons, and I've been able to use my fingers. So I'll give you a little update. I've been able to take the splints off. I had big splints off, and most of the day I keep them off unless I go out in public. I don't want people bumping into me and things like that. I've been knitting with mainly my left hand, but a couple of fingers on my right, and I've been making it work. I don't have a lot of projects going on because I can't do some things, but I've been pretty much monogamous, which is unlike me, but it is what it is, and I'm glad I'm knitting. I'm glad I'm talking to you guys. I'm glad I'm still in the community of crafting. So it's okay. Today, after I podcast and get done chatting with you guys, I'm going to the hand surgeon, and it's regularly, like every 2-3 weeks I go, and he's just going to look at it. One finger looks really good, and the other one is taking a little longer to heal, and he's going to clean up the finger or whatnot. It's my first time going alone because I'm very squeamish. I couldn't handle this for a long time. I'm finally facing it. I couldn't look at my fingers, and now I did it for the last 2 weeks, and I think that's my anxiety went down once I saw my fingers. I was so scared to look, and I was mad at myself that I couldn't because I'm so squeamish. I was so mad, and then I finally did it, and now it seems like I can handle things better emotionally now that I saw it. So that's a good thing. So I'm making progress. I go to occupational therapy, and that's a slow process because these fingers don't want to bend. They were in splints for 6 weeks or 5 weeks without moving, and now they don't want to move, and slowly but surely we're trying to get them to bend. I can't make a fist. I can't knit with my pointy finger, so it's slow, but it is making progress. I'm just thrilled that I finally am brave enough to see what my fingers look like. They're not as bad as I thought. I still get a little grossed out, seeing them because they're not looking like what they normally do. They're a little swollen. It's going to take time. But to me, it's a win that I'm able to see them. And now when I go to the doctor by myself, I won't be as bad as the other times when somebody had to go with me. So anyway, yay for me. All right, so enough chit-chatting about that stuff. I don't want to be all gloomy. I want to get into the good stuff. My knitting, no crocheting. Crocheting is kind of hard to do with this because I'm a lefty, which the hook goes in the left hand, but the tension is in the right hand, and I don't really have the tension too much holding the yarn in my right hand. But knitting is okay because I put the yarn in my left hand, and I knit with my left and some fingers of my right. So that's good. And cross stitching too. I don't need to put anything in my right hand. I just hold the fabric, and I use the needle and the floss in my left hand. So I found a way, thank goodness, because without this hobby, I don't know. I think I would be depressed. I hate to say it, but I would be depressed because it's seen me through the best, the worst of times. It hears what I'm saying. It's crazy. If I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So I would be lost without this community. I don't know what I did without it. Well, I guess because I'm a reader, I always had books. But this is different. I could watch TV and knit. I'm really not watching TV. I'm just listening to background noise while I knit. Anyway, let's get moving. Enough chit chat. Okay, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 finished objects. Not much works in progress because I'm monogamous, getting one done at a time. And that's it. And a couple of acquisitions. All right, let's go. My first pair this is really going to be good because I made a pair of socks. I was so thankful I could do it because socks were hard for me to do at first with the little needles. And between sock week coming in and also summer sock camp, I was like, oh, socks are my favorite thing to make. And I was seeing everybody, as I was starting to get like a little hole in my stomach and my heart thinking about making them and thinking that I couldn't do it. But I found a way to do it. But what works best for me is magic loop at this time. Even though I love knitting socks on 2 circulars, magic loop seemed to be a little easier on my hands. Anyway, these are them. I knitted. This was from a share a pair through my Love and Stitches membership. Last year we did like a swap, with another member. I gave half of one. I had this green, and she gave me half of this speckled type yarn. It has some green, and it's like an ivory color, light green, dark green. So it worked out well. So I always wanted to do this kind of a sock where you switch, one sock has one, the other sock has the other, like switching them up. So I did it. So my sock is from Cascade Heritage, sock yarn. This yarn right here. And I threw out the label, so I'm not sure. I'm sure it's probably 75-25. And then the other yarn, I have no idea because she just sent me half a skein of it, no tag. So I don't really know who makes it or anything like that. So anyway, I did one sock on 2 circulars and it was kind of painful. And I was like, oh, I got to get through this. And then I switched to magic loop on the other sock. This was the first sock on 2 circulars. This was on magic loop. And my fingers felt better. A size 1, 2.25 millimeter. And I did a slip stitch gusset heel and around the toe. And I think I just did 10 stitches for the ribbing, 10 for the leg, and then I did my size in the foot. Anyway, they fit really well. The only thing is the cuff is kind of loose on me. So I think for now on I'm going to do a smaller cuff and then increase with the leg so it can fit over my heel because I have a big arch and it's hard to get the sock over the arch. But the cuff part is loose. So I'm going to do that the next time, which I'll talk about in a minute. So these are my finished socks, and what's great about it is I did, for Sock Week, all that is required, and that's with Nitty Natty, Natalie, who's known as Nitty Natty, and also from the Love and Stitches podcast. She has Sock Week for 1 week, and all you have to do is finish one sock. So the first one I did, and then I was able to do the second one so I could put in 2 entries for 2 socks. All that was required was 1. She just wants you to do 1 sock. Then, because it's summer sock camp with Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, I could also put that in there. So that's a good thing. My dilemma was, do I put it under the Magic Loop cabin or do I put it under the Wild Card cabin? I put it under the Wild Card cabin. So that's where these are going. And then the third thing is I also submitted this into, I follow and watch Carla Knits, another podcast, and she's having from your stash kind of make along for the whole year if you use anything from your stash from the prior year. So this is it. I also submitted that into her Ravelry thread. So maybe I'll win one of them. Who knows? It doesn't matter. It's the process. I'm a process knitter, and I love knitting. It doesn't matter about it, but it's fun to try to enter and get these things. So that's my socks. I'm happy with them, and they'll be for me because I made them like my socks. Okay, that's that one. The other finished object is I made this. It's like a wrong side. No, that's right side. It's like a cowl, or actually it's a scarf. It's like a bandana scarf. Okay, this was from my Yarn subscription box from last year. This is another thing I could put in that stash, make along, with Carla Knits, because this was from last summer, and this is through the my Yarn subscription with Vicki Harrell, and the yarn is called, let me see here, the yarn is called Forbidden Fiber Company, and the colorway is Daylilies in Denim. I used a size 5. This is 60% organic cotton and 40% linen. So, and what size? I used a size 5. So I was happy that I had it done the day before 4th of July, and I wore it for 4th of July, which was kind of fun to do because it's a lightweight, even though it was like 90 degrees here in Florida. So I was able to finish that. Again, this was from the Yarn subscription with Vicki Howell. So I liked it because it was a quick knit. It was lacy. I was able to do it with my fingers, so I was pleased with that. The other finished project is I also am trying to join in with the Year of Dishcloths by the Kitchen Sink Shop. Every month she puts out a new dishcloth based upon books that she loved to read. And I've been keeping up with it. I'm so happy that I can. And this is it. This is the month of June. Is it June? Wait a second. Is it June? Or maybe it's for the month of July. Excuse me. Okay. So this is based upon this. She did this pattern based on the book of Agatha Christie, The House of Styles. I used a size 3. That's mostly what she calls for in her pattern, size 3. And the yarn is by Circulo, 100% Brazilian cotton, and it's their light worsted base, light worsted. So I'm really pleased with it. It's kind of fun. So I'm making a collection. I've started since she started this year. So if I need a dishcloth, or I have to, if I want to give it as a gift, I have a nice little collection going on. So this is the House of Styles dishcloth by the Kitchen Sink Shop, and I'm pleased with it. And this is a quick knit, couple of hours, and it's done. Okay, the next one I am so excited to show you because I've been working on this for, I don't know, quite a while, 6-8 months, and I'm so thankful that I got it done before this injury. Okay, my son is getting married in September, and because I'm a cross stitcher, I wanted to make them a wedding sampler, and I did it, and thank goodness everything worked out before the injury. So I finished it up, I ironed it, I sent it to the framer, and now I got it back. It's big. Let's see if I could show it to you on the camera. There it is. Let's see if I can back up. Oh, it is beautiful. I love it. This frame is so lightweight. They did a great job. I got the frame from a cross stitch shop called the Cross Stitch Cupboard. They have so much cross stitch items, all kits and charts and flosses and anything you need for cross stitching, and they do framing. I didn't want to just bring it to any framer because at least this place is used to framing works of art and also, you know, cross stitching, embroidery, so they know how to do it. So this is it. Here's a close-up. And a little added touch, I put beads inside the hearts. That wasn't called for in the pattern, but I wanted to make it a little more elegant. And there's their names and the date that they're getting married. So it was a fun cross stitch thing. And I liked it because it only required like 3 colors. So this is it. I got this wedding sampler, a pattern that I saw on Etsy. I don't really remember the person that designed it. I just bought it from there and I printed it out. It was like 10 pages, but I did it. Anyway, I used DMC floss and a size like 28 tapestry needle or embroidery needle. And that's it. I can't wait to give them. And then on the back, I always write something special to them, so they'll always remember it. I hope they love it. You know, my son is kind of like a nostalgic old soul, so he appreciates things like that, handmade things that are original and creative. So anyway, that was a lot of fun, and I missed my cross stitching too when this all happened, but I'm back in that too, and I'll show you in a couple of minutes. Just taking a sip of my mojo. All right, so that's it for my finished projects. Okay, now, because I finished one sock and I love making socks, I want to participate in summer sock camp and do all that. I've been dying to do this one sock. It's been on my Make 9 wish list. It's a free pattern, and it's called the Weekend Shorty Sock by Summer Lee. And I started it yesterday, and this is how far I got. Because I'm kind of monogamous, I don't have too many projects going. Or if I do, they're on hold because they're too hard to work with. Anyway, this is the sock I started. And I'll post a picture of her pattern up there because it's free and it's really so cute. And you use up your stash. So, as you can see, I got different colors here, different colors. Here's the heel, but I made a boo-boo and I'm in the process of ripping out. I was supposed to switch colors after I turned the heel. I'm supposed to switch colors to do the gusset with the main color. Oops. So I'm going to rip it all out. I was like, darn, this is the part that's like treacherous when you do socks, is picking up the gusset stitches. And of course, that's where the boo-boo is. So it's only about, I don't know, 2 or 3 rows. But still, I hate picking up those gusset stitches. And I'm following her pattern exactly because I want to see if hers turns out differently. I do my heel a little bit different than her heel, but I'm checking it out. So I'm following it exactly to the T, the pattern. But with socks, you could do whatever you want. You could do your own heel, your own cuff, your own toe. It doesn't matter. So anyway, most of it is stockinette. You're just switching colors. So it's kind of addicting because you want to get to the next color and see how it looks. And I'm going to match the second sock the same way. But in her pictures, she doesn't. She doesn't have the same colors on the second sock. So you could really stash bust, you know, your stuff. So that's it. Size, this is Magic Loop, size 1. And I'm using my stash from an Advent and anything else I had, you know, just grabbing and doing whatever. That's what's fun about this. You don't have to do much thinking. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with that. My next and last work in progress for now is a cross-stitch project. I started this last year, but once I heard my son got engaged, I dropped it and I started the wedding sampler. But I'm almost done with this. I can't wait. This is called, what is it called? 365 Days of Warm Willy Welcome. all sheep for every month of the year. Right now I'm working on June. I'll point it out right here. It's going to be like a beehive and a bee. This one I just finished. That one was May flowers. My favorite one is this one. I love this July one. Oh, so cute. They're all so adorable. I mean, look at this one with the umbrella. That must be April. Oh, they're so cute. And I love Santa Claus down here with snow there. Oh, I don't know. They're all so adorable. So once I finish, and this one that I'm doing now happens to be very simple and only a couple of colors. So this one I should knock out of the ballpark real soon. I'll get it framed and I'll hang it up somewhere in my place. So that's what I'm doing with that. That's my, this one I told you from the, actually this one was like a stitch along through the cross stitch cupboard last year. And you get each month for 6 months, I think, you get a different chart for each sheep. But I couldn't keep up with it. It doesn't matter. I do it when I feel like doing it. So, and this is on a linen. I think it's 28 count linen. And that's it. And I use DMC floss. So every day I'm going to work on this. I want it done so I can get it framed. And then I can start something else. And I have quite a few. As much as I have a lot of yarn stash, I also have a lot of cross-stitching stash. So I want to try to do more of that. Okay, that's all my works in progress. I still have the cozy memory blanket that's big. I've been working on that. I don't want to show it all the time because it's kind of boring to look at all the time. And then I have a blanket that I started, another one, like a baby blanket, but I was telling my friends on Zoom, I don't have joy in doing it anymore. I don't like the yarn. It was like a sail yarn and it's not that soft. And I really don't look forward to doing it. So you know what? It's this big. It's this big already. I'm going to rip it down and just donate the yarn, give it to somebody. I'm not getting joy in it. And when I follow a lot of podcasters and people like, Natalie and Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady and Natalie from Love and Stitches, they say if it doesn't get joy, rip it, get rid of it. Why are we knitting? It's not supposed to be like a job unless you do work, if that's your field. But for me, it's not. It's a pleasure. It's my therapy. It's not a job. So I'm going to rip it up. It's okay. All that work, it doesn't matter to me. It's like treachery. It's like I always tell people, if you don't like a book you're reading, why are you going to try to make it through? It's a book. It's for pleasure. So don't get rid of the book. And that's how I feel about the yarn too, about that project. Okay, I have some acquisitions. Just because I was like, what's the point of buying some more yarn when I can't keep up with it? But I'm etching to do it. So we'll see. Okay, so I saw, I don't know, somebody posted something, a cute little progress keeper. And I was like, oh, where'd you get that? And they said, Clay Cannon. And I looked at their website and they were having a sale, so I had to buy because I love progress keepers and stitch markers. So this is from Clay Cannon. I'll put that. There you go. It's a little thing of watermelon. I love watermelon. By the way, I forgot to mention, anything I talk about will be described below in the description box. The yarns I used, if I know what I used, and where I got the progress keeper from. Anything I talk about will be down below. And speaking about this watermelon, I love watermelon. It's my favorite fruit. And when I was pregnant with my son, that's all I wanted was watermelon because he was born in August. And it was like, I was like, get me a watermelon. So I got the watermelon and it's summertime. So I got that. And then she was so sweet. Inside, she also included like a piece of, like a lifesaver, which it's gone. I already ate that. Look, a little watermelon sticker. How cute. And a couple of stitch markers. And I guess a little tag. It says handmade. So maybe that's something I would put on one of my projects if I give it as a gift. So this is from, let me get the card, Clay Cannon. Really cool stuff. I think that she has excellent progress keepers and stitch markers. They're all so cute. You can find her on Etsy. So that was my acquisition. The other acquisition I got is another Yarnier subscription box. I gotta have a chance to have one that I don't want so I can skip a month, because I have such a collection, about 4 or 5 boxes I haven't done yet, but I'm trying to get through it. I can't refuse them because they're all so cute. Okay, so inside the box is always some kind of tissue paper that's really pretty that I take out and I use up for a gift or whatever. I don't waste tissue paper. Okay, and then her patterns is always for knit and crochet. So so whether you're a crochet or a knitter, you can use the subscription box. It's a pattern for either one. So look at this cute little summer bag. I liked it. It is so adorable. So I wanted it. It's a macrame inspired bags. And also, just to let you know, this month, this month she's having, she likes to have like an in-resident designer to do like either the crochet or the knitting. So this time she has, what's her name? I know her name. Tony Lipsy doing the crochet version. Just want to show you quickly there. So she's been doing that. I don't know for how long she'll be designing, but Tony Lipsy did the crochet pattern. So this is the yarn by Trendsetter Yarns. It's called Nuance. So I'm going to make the bag with that. So pretty. Yeah, Trendsetter Yarns. And then the handles, she included the handles to put the bag on. This should be interesting. I never did this, so knitted a handles to a bag. I'll have to see. I think she might have a tutorial. And then like a lip balm, raspberry flavored. This one's raspberry flavored. Surf's Up, raspberry flavored, like a lip balm. And that's it. Very cool. I like everything in this. I love this yarn. It's so pretty. So summer-like. I don't know when I'm going to get started on it. I don't know. I have to see when I can find the time. Okay, so that's it for my acquisitions. Okay, life. Actually, we did a lot of things for the last few weeks. Okay, one weekend we went to a car show. It was called Hot Rods and Hot Dogs. So I think my boyfriend, besides going for the hot rods, we also got some hot dogs. So anyway, they had some really, really cool cars there. I'm going to post a picture of some of the cool cars. You can see it was a brutally hot day, but it was fun to just walk around and check out some of these really cool cars. So we did that one weekend. The following weekend was July 4th. We went actually the day before July 4th. We didn't want to really go too much out on July 4th because the next day we work. It's hard to stay up late to watch everything. But the night before, which was a Sunday, we went locally to, like, the casino was having a firework display. I said, let's go there. Well, he wanted to go there too. So we went and we walked around. We went early because we figured we'd gamble some and have dinner before we go. So while we were at the casino, we walked around outside. They had like a food trucks there, and they even serving drinks, and they had seating places. But this is all during the day. It wasn't even dark yet. It was like dinner time. So anyway, while we were walking, all of a sudden, me and my boyfriend looked back, and this woman dropped like a ton of bricks onto the pavement. So my boyfriend immediately went over there. And I tell you, nobody else went to her, and he kept her company, held her hand, and tried to keep her alert, and kept her talking and trying to listen to him so she wouldn't pass out until the EMS came. So he kept her there, held on to her. Somebody else held her back so she wouldn't fall back. Maybe she was dehydrated, I don't know. But then as soon as the EMS came, my boyfriend got up and he was done. He really was a hero to her because she needed somebody, and he was very comforting to her. So bravo to him. These are the good people around that help, the heroes that are unsung. So I was so proud. So then we went in. It was still light, so we went in and we gambled some, and my boyfriend won. He said he hasn't won in gambling in like 25 years, and he won. See, what goes around comes around. You do a good thing, came back. Not that he did it for that reason, but it did, it was an added plus to the night. Then we got to see the fireworks. I'll show you a little bit of a display at the end of the video. And it was so great there too. We parked in a garage and we watched from the garage. They have like openings and you could see it perfectly from there. So we watched the fireworks there. The next day, we went to my sister's community where she now lives, and we spent the day there. We ate lunch, and then that was it. I don't even think we watched fireworks that night, July 4th. No, that was it. So, but it was a nice weekend. And then what happened this weekend? This weekend, on Saturday, we went to a baseball game to watch. Here in Florida is the Miami Marlins, and they were playing against the Phillies, which my boyfriend is a big Phillies fan, so he got tickets to that. That was a lot of fun. We had great seats. They had a giveaway of a bobblehead of one of the Miami Marlins pitchers, so we got that. I'm going to give that to my friend Esther to give to her grandson. It was great because the Phillies beat the Marlins by a lot, like 12-0. It was a shutout. It was a great game. So that was a perfect day also. And then being a Yankee fan, my Yankees won big time that day too. So it was a win-win situation. So that was this weekend. And now that's all I can tell you. It's been, my road to recovery is coming. It's going good. So I'm glad I can podcast. It's my second one since. And I'm going to end it there. I'm so happy to see you all. I hope you liked this episode. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you press the like and the subscribe button. And I'll see you next time. As always, I wish you peace and love in your life always. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.